Hello, I am your caster for this evening, Bunny Koo, and I am here to cast the BOP versus WOP series. This is another elimination series, stepping into week 5 of the Season 9 of Beer League. We just have 2 lower bracket elimination games today. First one, not 2 games today, but 2 games this week. The first one that we're going to be seeing is BOP versus WOP. And the winner of this will end up playing against the winner of IQ Dead Zone versus Hikikomori Havers next week. And also one of those two teams that I just listed will also be getting eliminated this week. So exciting stuff coming up this week. Some eliminations, some progressions. And right off the bat, we get a... do we get a Kazakhs lock-in? They're thinking about which one? Come on, Kazakhs. It's gotta be Kazakhs. Rumble. How could they not pick Kazakhs here? I mean, it's probably like you almost know that they're gonna try to counter pick the Kazakhs, because there's like no way you're gonna leave the Kazakhs open against this guy and not have some kind of plan to counter it. But speaking of counters, the Galio picked to immediately follow up the Rumble. Potential mid counter there. Well, Galio also just being a pretty decent pick in general. I talked about this last game I casted. He just kind of has a lot of flexibility in his build path on top of just having like a lot of utility in his kit, making him extremely useful and impactful. BOP almost slapping a Mundo there, but they're gonna go for the cuck combo. They're gonna go for the cuck combo. Lucian Thresh cucking Lucian, of course. Good combo overall. Thresh, strong champion. Lucian, I didn't actually look too much into the ADC for BOP, but Lucian definitely could be a solid pick. But the Thresh I'm excited to see. Have I seen this Thresh before? I don't think I've seen this person's Thresh before. Have I? I can't remember. There's somebody's Thresh. I don't think it was this person. There's somebody's Thresh that was just like kind of like sleeper crazy good. I unfortunately don't remember. I think it was like the first series I casted this season. Or maybe second. The Cassiopeia ban is going to be a little interesting. I guess it would be to counter like a cast top. I mean, BOP has like kind of teased that they want to take the Rumble mid, but that could still change. But I'm definitely imagining they're going to bring this Rumble mid. I don't really fully anticipate them taking it top side. Honestly, at this point, I was about to say, I mean, you're going to want to start getting some jungles. Going to be interested to see what they do here. They definitely don't want to pick Kazakhs on BOP. Unless, no. I was going to say, unless you just want to, like, hop in there, kill Jinx, and have your job done. And then, like, everybody else just does no damage, you just, like, win. But, like, I feel like you're going to have a really hard time. Oh, no. Oh no, you're gonna have such a hard time actually getting onto Jinx though. The Galio, the Maokai, they're gonna make it so hard. Don't do it. Okay, good. Gonna go for the vine. That's kind of like a good like middle ground between like wanting to do something that dives in there and wanting to live. So that's definitely going to be pretty huge in this comp because, I mean, the armor shred is nice, whatever, but also, like, if WOP only has the one carry of Jinx, then Vi just kind of steamrolls them, and I think Vi can do decently into Rengar. Especially if she rushes Eclipse. So she's just going to have, like, 500,000 shields, and Rengar's just gonna do a lot of damage, but none of it's gonna matter because all the shielding. But I swear to play piano a little. I need to play it more, and I haven't in a while. I'm kind of garbage. That's why it's behind me up against the wall and not like actually displayed out. But anyways, piano aside, these comps are looking honestly pretty good from both sides at first glance. WOP has a lot of peel and also a lot of damage. However, that lots of damage is all AD. They don't really have any AP. Well, I mean, Galio, Maokai, and Ornn are all three tanks that can do actually a pretty decent chunk of AP damage, or magic damage. So, it's not, like, terrible. They definitely don't have, like, any major source of AP, but Galio could definitely do, like, an AP into tank build here, and do pretty good. On the side of BOP, you've got kind of two big bruisers. I don't really know whether to call Mundo a bruiser or a tank because he just like builds full health. You don't really get resistances until, I mean, you rush Heartsteel, and then you could go Overlords second, or you could build resistances and go Overlords later. So I'm feeling like, you know, they got that bruiser, they got two tanks, they got Thresh and Mundo. You've got high AP damage with the Rumble, high AD damage with the Lucian. I feel like BOP has the more overall well-rounded comp, but WOP's comp isn't necessarily bad. It's just a lot more AD focused, which does make it a lot more counterable by Thresh, who can infinitely stack armor, and Mundo, who goes where he pleases and does a lot of tanking and a lot of damage, both simultaneously. So I could see that being a pretty big problem. Mundo right now having a slightly above average win rate. Supposedly it's supposed to go Warmogs into Heartsteel, which is interesting. Usually I would think you would never want to delay Heartsteel. However, delaying Heartsteel till second isn't too bad, especially post Warmogs, because the damage and your stacks, like, you get a bigger stack if you have more max health. It's not just like bigger stacks from your stacks. It's like, it's just based on, no, it's not max health, but bonus health, right? Oh no, it is actually specifically, it says 10% item health. So is it actually specifically the health that Heartsteel gives? It's only stacks off of that? Or is that just this site's way of saying bonus health? No, because this say bonus health bonus, but this is 10% item health. What does that mean? Plus 12% bonus health from items. Okay. Wait, now is it plus 12%? Or is it plus 10%? This is not even conflicting results. No, I'm gonna go with the 12% because that's from the wiki, and this other one's not. So it's 12% from items, the health you get from your items, but not from runes. Which is like a weirdly specific thing. But it does mean that the Warmog's health does scale and gives you that bigger bonk. So delaying Heartsteel until after Warmog's, not terrible. And seems pretty like a good idea because Warmog's is fun. I don't necessarily want to speak on if it's OP or not, but man, is it a fun item when you build it. So definitely seems to be pretty decent. We are having some issues getting players into the lobby, so we are having a little bit of a delay. But moving on from that, apparently Vi, I'm looking at like the build stats for Vi, and apparently she doesn't build Eclipse. I thought she did build Eclipse. Apparently it's not recommended. Sundered Sky is first. Obviously that's like super good. I feel like the Eclipse would be pretty good this game. I mean, it does the max health damage. Probably like Sundered Sky, Eclipse, Black Cleaver. Then maybe Sterix. I don't know about that one though. Maybe not. Rumble's been kind of crazy though, right? I guess not too crazy based on the. Oh no, wait. I'm looking at top and not bot. Bot, he's doing pretty good. Goes for Leandries and Riftmaker. Riftmaker I would not have expected, but it makes sense. It does make sense. Okay, it seems like now we might have players in the lobby? Question mark. Okay. Yes, players have gotten into the lobby. Be in game in like probably 5 minutes from now. Unfortunate delay. But I'm here to hopefully keep things entertaining and also look at these builds because I want to look at what Galio could do because I was kind of thinking about this. Galio's probably going to be going into Rumble. I'll double check that if I can. I think they'll pick order. I'll double check what they're doing a little bit later, but with Galio going into Rumble, I was kind of suspecting, especially with this comp, you might want to do a kind of tank AP hybrid build with a Hollow Radiance Rush probably. And looking at Galio's build, it is a Hollow Radiance Rush first item is like the most common high win thing, along with a Riftmaker, and then it's just full AP from there. But I feel like you could do Hollow Radiance Riftmaker, and then I feel like from there you kind of need to figure out, all right, am I needing to do damage, or am I needing to peel for people that are doing damage? And then you can just flesh out your build from there. So I feel like Galio actually is like a pretty good like flexible build character for this comp. Like, I feel like he's in a relatively safe situation. Although it might be hard. It might be like a... Oh, Jinx and Rengar are carrying right now, but it's 15 minutes and they haven't built armor yet, and they might just, at 20 minutes, all fall off, and then, oh, I built tank, and now we don't have, like, any magic damage to, like, make them flex their tank items out. So, I don't know, it might be tough. You might just want to do Hollow Radiance into full AP on Galio. Just you have that magic damage to make sure you're going to be doing good, but it's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. But also about a little bit of AP, Maokai. I'm curious if they're going to do like any... like they're going to go Leandries into full tank, or if they're just going to go full tank. I think they should just do full tank. Apparently the thing is rushing Warmogs. Is that just the thing on tank supports right now? I think I've heard that becoming the thing. Is all this Warmogs rushing. Holy moly, no way. BOP fucking cooked us a meal. I'm not even gonna spoil it. I thought that speculation earlier was jokes, but man, I was... BOP cooking. BOP is cooking. I am excited. I am here for it. So it's actually gonna push me to really think about these matchups. And now I don't even know how to comment on these matchups anymore, so I'm just gonna look at how these teams flow with each other, which I kind of already looked at, but I'm gonna look at a bit more in depth in terms of their ults and their team fight ability, because obviously these tanks on WOP have some pretty huge ults. I mean, the Maokai ult, the Ornn ult, both really good team fight ults. The Galio ult is a great ult for hopping into a battle or doing a little bit of peel, a little bit of magical protection. Whereas Rengar will be an interesting one, because if he can play well, he can just like... Well, I was gonna say he could get Rumble. Rumble's gonna have stopwatch. Or Sonya's. It's gonna happen. So he's like only gonna be able to get Lucian. Which is just how this game goes. Assassins in League are like basically just for killing ADCs. Or occasionally mages. Very rarely. But boy, do assassins get off in killing mages. It's great. It's great every time it happens. But the Ornn, Maokai, and Galio should all, like, 3 of them create a pretty thick wall for Jinx. Even with Mundo able to go where he pleases, I think they have enough CCs to both remove his passive and CC him. So they should be able to keep him back. The most difficult thing will be the Vi. Vi will be able to dive back onto the Jinx and push the Jinx towards BOP. So even with a whole bunch of peel, there might not be enough still. So it's a little tough. It's a little tough. The Vi could go in there and take down the Jinx and then just completely win the game for BOP. But I don't know. Not necessarily what could happen. I feel like that might be what happens. I'm starting to feel like BOP might actually be, on paper, the best one in this draft. See what I did there? Is that clever? No. Additionally, though, like, I feel like actually, like, even if Vi can't get deep in there, I think that Bopin has a similar situation where they just have a good ability to both create a wall and penetrate a wall, actually. Now that I'm, like, starting to, like, actually, like, look at how team fights could go, it's starting to feel a lot more like BOP is at a larger advantage here because of their diverse comp. Whereas WOP does feel a little bit more just tank, just AD. BOP does have, like, AD, tank, bruiser, AP. They just have, like, a good mix of stuff going on, and I think that mix is gonna allow them to kind of pierce the wall that WOP has built for themselves. And then once they pierce that wall, I think that wall's not gonna be too great. But as always, in-lane performance could turn things around. And League is erroring. So now that the players aren't able to connect, then they connect. Now I'm not able to connect. We cooked. What's happening? I'm missing the game, Riot. This is terrible. My client has to patch now? What is happening? Riot's trolling me. Wait. Now I have to wait 15 seconds. Because they added the thing where you always have a spectator delay wait time when you join a match. The spectate. Ah. This is terrible. Okay, it's loading. All right. We're getting in there. We are here. Now you can see how much they cooked. Now you can see the cooking. It's a Rumble top, Lucian mid, Mundo bot, just as you predicted.
I like your smile. Gives me something to aim at.
It looks like they had problems anyways.
A summoner has disconnected.
We're having stellar performance on Riot servers tonight. And they just went on vacation. Suspicious? No more summer vacations for them.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Let me see if am I behind or am I live? I guess I'm live. So I guess there wasn't that much I missed out on. Did I accidentally pause it or is it just frozen now? It's just frozen now. It happens. It happens after a pause. Oh, is it gonna be? No, okay. I first thing I was like, oh, is it gonna be Rumble mid? But no, it is Lucian mid.
Minions have spawned.
This is exciting. I've never gotten to see in all the games I've casted for my university and for Beer League, I've never gotten to see people cooking quite this hard. Which isn't even that crazy of cooking. Right? Like, it's not like I haven't seen Lucian mid Rumble top before. The Mundo ADC is the weirdest one, but it's not unseen. It's definitely unusual, though. I'm not going to try to discredit them. They cooked. They cooked. They turned what I thought I knew on its head and changed things up. So I'll definitely be looking at the performance of these lanes, these games. It's theoretically, Cool J should win this bot lane, right? Like, range just should win into melee if it's played well. At times, it might feel like the range can do nothing, but at those times, they need to just do nothing. That's like the biggest mistake that players will make, is they'll think that at times that they're being oppressed that they need to do something, but it's like, no, sometimes you just can't do anything. You just have to accept that. That's just kind of how it goes.
Spinning flames of fury.
Back is sore. Sneaking up. Might be looking for a little bit of a gank, but it's not gonna result in a whole lot here. The tower is too close, but ooh, Stuff Buffer going in there with the flash. Russ and Mini Meeps is getting CC'd enough for Puff Buffer to get first blood. Taking some tower shots there. But he'll be able to take it. And we'll pick up first blood. I was about to say that later on in the game, once Jinx starts getting some items, Puff Buffer might start struggling in lane unless they just get a whole bunch of ganks that doom Jinx, and that is just what started to happen. This happens like every game recently that I've been casting, where I'm like, man, this will really struggle unless this thing, unless they do this thing, or this thing happens, or this person plays it really well, and then that exact thing happens. So every time, pretty darn good. And speaking of pretty darn good, Stuff and Puff coming up to mid. Gonna help get a kill on Stoverade there.
Rising Neural Phoenix Fire!
Mundo and Ornn both getting the Crystalline Bracer. I was about to say they both would be building more mogs, but then I remembered that that is a component for Heartsteel, so I actually don't know. Pichuku's almost certainly going to struggle a lot in this lane. It looks like Rumble already going for likely a Leandri's first item. Actually, I'm going to hold off on analyzing that top lane real quick. Just going to have Cody Tiny coming in here, but Galio following up with the ult is going to make sure that Stuff and Puff cannot get away, because Puff might be able to go where he pleases for a little bit, but he's not going to be able to go where he pleases for very long, as Cool J picks up a double kill in the bot lane. Congratulations to him, doing exactly what Puff needed to keep himself in the game, getting ganks. But this time, 2 kills instead of just 1. Pichuku delivering a lot of damage down into my back. So unfortunately, it's going to be Mpex that's going to be the one tanking the tower at first. Pichuku missing the second part of the ult there, using too many abilities for the start of it. Was almost able to take out Baxor there, but it looks like both Baxor and Mpex are going to be able to get away from that one. And now back on to how Orange's going to struggle here, though, because Rumble's E has a built-in magic resist shred on it, so that's gonna be a rough one. Orange, like, even after building whatever he wants to build, is gonna be a big struggle there. Stuff Puff landing the chain onto Frost and Mini-Me's. Frost and Mini-Me's living for a while, but that living for a while was just to try and delay, build enough time to help his team get some kills, and Cody comes in there to collect that kill. Puff, Buff dropping a little low, but they're going to be able to easily walk away, using that ghost to help him get around.
Spinning flames of fury.
Back is Sore on the red, about to get discovered by Cody. Able to claim the red buff. Trying to deal big damage, but they're getting knocked around too much. The team coming in to help, but they're going to step into the culling. Back is Sore there on low health, but it's not going to matter. Going to get another kill on Pichuku. Or a really bad Zed. Delivering bops onto their heads. Every Q they do.
Spitter. Zap action.
Wow, Puff Buff's ability to just like stand in and one-shot a wave like that is really quite crazy. Ooh, -1. The hook lands on the Frost enemies. Frost enemies now flashing away. The Ignite taking down on him. It's not going to do a whole lot here.
Hyper flame spitter.
They've got 3 bot. It looks like they're going to go for a dive, but the fresh hook is going to miss. Frosted Mini-Beams using the ult just in case something went down. Going to prevent anything from happening. But my back sword is going to stick around. They might go look for a potential secondary dive here. But while that's happening, Actually, never mind. It's going to show us this. No, while that's happening, we're going to get grubs taken. Cody was tiny as hopping away out of the pit. Frosty Mini-Meeps going down to back is sore. And now we're back up here. Impex doing damage with the fire going through. Stove Raid having to flash up the wall. Pichu left in the pit. Really Bad Zed, though, is going to be doing big damage. Then they're trying to get to the wall to flash away, but they're not going to be able to make it. Really Bad Zed getting another kill. Holy moly, don't do that to me. Don't put two fights in different parts of the map at the same time. You guys gotta coordinate that for the casters. Oh, Stuff Buff getting stuck under the tower there a little bit. It's not going to mean too much. And thank you for pointing that out there in chat. BOP did secure 5 grubs here. That's pretty huge. That's definitely going to allow this tower to... this Mundo to smack his face into towers really heavily. Cody was tiny going in on Epic. Should have enough damage distance and healing to finish them off, and they do.
Your chart look bad. Me recommend...
Stuff Buff getting engaged on the Jinx Rocket going out, trying to finish off Stuff Buff. Now that they're excited, Cool J running back, trying to be able to back up enough from Puff and Buff, kite them out, but now Backusaur is here. They're going to be able to take down Frosted Mini-Meats. Frosted Mini-Meats luckily sacrificing his life, otherwise Cool J would definitely been dead to Backusaur there. Stove Raid, though, now getting chased down really bad. Zed dead, going to get easily chased down and finished off. Cool J able to get 1 kill on Divide, 2 kills. Nope. That one was an execute. 1 kill on Divide, execute onto Mundo.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
A lot of exciting things happening in this game. Definitely not a boring game by any means. And now after getting spotted, they're going to decide to go in for an engage on Mpex. TP coming in top from Puff Buff. They're all going to disengage. Decided they don't want none of that. Mundo picked up the Heartsteel first item. I should have pointed that out before. I was noticing the Heartsteel stacks. It didn't really occur to me before that we were debating on when to build the Heartsteel a little bit. But Mundo did go first, which isn't terrible, but it was just interesting to see what can happen. So many Heartsteel stacks, actually. Orin has now built his Heartsteel. We're going to get a lot of bonks this game, but before the bonks go down, we're going to have people go down. Shut down Puff Buff Gold going to Cody. Oh, now the shade's getting thrown back. They all chat shade. Who's gonna tell Vi they're wrong? They're actually down 5k, not just 4k. Oh, the gold advantage might be a little bit rough, and it's about to get a little bit bigger as Pichu goes down here to Backusaur. Vi has armor boots, which is already pretty much pressuring Jinx into building LDR, but Jinx doesn't really want LDR until third item. They're really going to want something like a rune on, some kind of attack speed item second.
Explosive face melter.
I think if this game can last long enough and Cody can take out Lucian, and then they can peel for Jinx, I think that's the kind of their win con here. Puff Buff gonna get taken down here. Kill going to Cody. Cody picking up some more gold for his pocket to get some more damage, to get some more Lucian kills, hopefully. Herald gonna be placed down, taking down one turret, now going to the second turret. And it's gonna be 2 turrets down in the mid lane. Pichu throwing out the ult, trying to look for something here, but it's not gonna hit Stuff Buffer on the recast. Stuff Buffer still a little bit slow. Throwing down the box though, flashing away, is gonna prevent WOP being able to chase up directly. However, Cody was on the sidelines, ready to get in there. And that means Stuff Buff will go down. You know, I don't know my Season 14 items too well. I mean, I know the item. I don't know the build paths of the items too well. So, does Tunneler build into anything besides Sundered Sky and Titanic Hydra, or is Vi going Titanic Hydra second? Because that's what it's starting to look like, as we're getting our Vi Titanic Hydra.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Which is certainly not a bad choice, but definitely kind of a bit of an odd choice. And Bakasora is going to get eliminated in a second there as the entirety of BOP.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Wait, I was looking at that wrong. Bakasora wasn't who got the cool chick was. Man, how did I see that so wrong? I must be tired.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
But enough of that exhaustion, because we have BOP pushing in onto the base. 5 people picking off one ADC is going to result in an inhibitor going down, and they're going to go for this tower. Galio ult coming in, though. This is going to be impactful. A few knockups going up. Stuff Buff is down. Puff Buff is still up, though, and in deep on their team. Cool J able to do enough damage. Both ADCs just standing still, attacking each other. They're going to be killed by the minions, though. It looked like it may be a burn. Puff Buff is going to die to this tower. So, BOP wasn't able to finish the game there. However, they did get pretty gosh darn close. 1 tower remains protecting their nexus. However, they do still have the other 3 lanes up for their inhibitors. There's not going to be too much lane pressure going in. And yes, they will have super minions to farm in the bot lane. I think the general rule is like, it's like pre-20 or something around that. They're like, you don't want to take an inhib, because then it's just like farming. And you're not going to have like the pressure to really take too much more on the map. However, it wasn't too far before 20. And as somebody else pointed out, it is a good inhib for Baron. And it looks like BOP is thinking the same thing. They're positioning up for the Baron. Gonna get it started now, but WOP ain't too clueless. They're also around here. Actually, they're not getting it started. They were pinging it onto it. They're gonna go for a pick first. Hopping out over the wall onto Stoverade. Bop, 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 and he's down. Cody was tiny, is gonna be the next one to go. Frost Mini Meeps and Cool J are here, along with Pichu teleporting in. Cool J running in a little bit, getting a little bit scary. You don't want to be that deep into that little choke point of that jungle as an ADC. now BOP will start the Baron up. Yep, both supports now picking up the Warmog's armor. It seems like that is the thing now. It supports with Warmogs. Warmogs rushes. Which I think that became a thing like a patch ago, maybe a patch or two ago. Maybe this patch. But I feel like I've been seeing a lot of Chanters in my games. Puff Buff getting knocked around here. He's trying to go where he pleases, and that lantern is going to allow him to do so. But Cool J with the rocket gonna finish him off.
And the max.
He went where he pleased, but unfortunately, the way that he went was also the way that the rocket was gonna go.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Pichiku throwing down the ult, but they're gonna miss the recast again. Pichiku, what's going on? Cool J, oh, they were too far forwards. They were the last person into the base, and they're gonna get taken out first because of that Stove Raid going in to try and help their team, but two are already down. Everybody they were trying to help is already gone. Cody was Tiny and Puff. Cody was Tiny and Pichiku trying to take down Puff Buff for stopping them from taking the base, but they are going to get taken down, but now there's just more TPs coming in. 4 people here now to finish off the base. This Nexus is dropping low, and I don't think Cody and Pichiku could keep it defended as it now goes down. BOP taking game 1. And just, wow. That was an intense game 1. A lot of damage from the Lucian there. I was starting to notice his KD was pretty high. He got some good little lucky situations, kind of. There was like that time early where he just threw out the culling onto Galio, and Cody kind of just had to run into it because it was like either Lucian or Vi, so... Yeah, overall there, BOP kind of rolled through there. They penetrated that wall. They just kind of broke straight through. When WOP was able to actually like get a good engage, things went kind of well. But Pichiku might have missed one too many Ornolds. It was a little rough. It was a little bit rougher than what I wanted to see. I'm curious, not that it's going to be too crazy, but I want to see the turret damage. Oh, wow. It was actually a lot of Mundo head smacking. So, I mean, looking at this, what do you want to do as WOP to improve? One thing is, probably, like, oh. Probably looking to ban away. I don't know. There was nothing that honestly, difficult team to ban against. Legit. I'm not sure if there's actually a whole lot you can do really quick before I hop into the next draft. Congratulations, week 4 player of the week, Vivian Desu. 3 jungle steals in 1 game? That's insane. That's insane. That's crazy. But we do have a draft going on right now, so I'm going to hop into that. Bam. So we do have some bans changing up. Which, honestly, that is what I should have kind of expected. I'm not too good at the pick and ban strategies. I'm okay at them, so I'm not the best at predicting what's going on. But my thoughts were I have no idea what to do, and so honestly, one of the best moves is probably to go for a completely different pick and ban strategy. I forgot to source the team sides, didn't I? Yes, I'm sorry. Let me source the team sides. There we go. Because yes, it is WOP on blue side. Don't get people confused. But honestly, when your kind of pick ban strategy from last game didn't really work out too well, it's best to just like change up what you're banning and what you're going for first in your picks, what your comp's going to be, what you're aiming for. Because if you can't just minorly shift your picks to obtain a better result, like in previous games I've seen, I've casted, then it might be best to just completely shift things up. But BOP will be picking up that Mundo again. And a little bit of a chat peek. Puff Buff teased Mundo top this time. He promises. But I don't see no guarantee. In Nidalee Jungle, I'm going to love to see. A Nidalee Jungle played well. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's lovely to watch. I did a lot of Nidalee Jungle. It was really fun. I became decent at it. I want to say really good. Because I'm like Iron 4, Iron 5, 72 LP, minus 72 LP, Iron 5, so. It's rough. But yeah, Nidalee is like kind of crazy. She actually does like, she's an assassin, but she still does like really good damage to like bruisers and stuff, so she's like actually legit like pretty good. And that heal built in, oh, it's just actually just so nuts. So nuts. I'm hoping we're going to be seeing an Ashe ADC here and not an Ashe support, which does make me kind of question why WOP would go for a Tristana ban. You don't really want to double stack your ADCs too much. I mean, like, I guess I get it. They're scared of seeing another really bad Zed on a really good ADC mid, so it's understandable, but are we doing it? Nah, we're not doing it. Gonna be a brand. Honestly, the Zed wouldn't have been. I'm just saying, no, that would have been terrible. That would have been so terrible. That's what, so you know, Zed would have been too bad. Like, what are you talking about? They have Maokai and Shen, and they're just gonna like pick 2 more tanks. Brand is actually great. Brand is doing insanely good right now. Oh, Hui. That'll be an interesting one. I don't know if I've cast a game with Hui yet, like ever. I don't even know if he was. When did he release? He was actually released a while ago, huh? They released it in December? January? My goodness, actually, I might have this a while ago. Maybe it is more recent than that. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. Ooh, another Rengar for WOP. Let's see if our final pick lands here. What's it gonna be? A Briar? Did she actually like just start to fall off? I was gonna say I don't think I want to see a Briar. But a Viego. That'd be interesting. So it's not gonna be is had to take a second. Had to take a second to think about this one. Had to take a second. Nidalee? Lane? Like mid? Is this middly? Is this Faker's Nidalee? Like, what is happening here? Like, is it? See, the thing. It could be Lane Viego because he got his lane buffs. So I wouldn't be too surprised about it being Lane Viego. But honestly, like I don't know BOP too well. Maybe this is gonna be Viego top, Brand jungle, Nidalee mid, Mundo ADC, Ashe support. That's entirely possible. That's entirely possible. And actually, hang on. No, Viego top would be bad into Shen, right? I'm trying to think of who goes best into Shen here. I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to see it be Mundo Ashe bot. Yeah, I figured it would be Mundo. I mean, I was kind of like, part of me was thinking Brand, but also you just don't want to say Brand top. I was just trying to like think of things that don't rely at all on autos. Mundo doesn't really rely too much on autos, though. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. He does, but he doesn't. I don't know, there's something in me that's like seeing like a Rengar and just thinking I really want it to be Mundo ADC Ashe support. And then working my way up from there. I think Nidalee, Brand, Viego. Well, no, I guess Viego, Brand, Nidalee. But no, I don't want Nidalee or Viego up against Shen though. Like, sure, theoretically, Nidalee does better against Shen than Viego, but like, I guess it's just the Panther Q that's an auto attack. If that's blocked, everything else would still hit. So it's not too bad. Yeah, I guess Nidalee top wouldn't be terrible if that's what they want to cook. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's Nidalee top, Brand jungle, Viego mid, Mundo ADC Ashe support. Or maybe it's Mundo top, Nidalee, Viego, Ash, Brand. Maybe they just say F it and throw Viego top anyways. Or maybe I already looked at the comp layout and I just know already what it's going to be, and I've said it as if it's my own thoughts. Actually, no, I just looked at it and I'm still not even sure that what I'm looking at is actually the comp. Because it's BOP. I want to see the guesses. Because it's... I don't think I've actually have said what their actual comp is. If this is what I'm looking at as their actual comp. Because it is wild. And speaking of wild, the damage that's going to come out from BOP this game is certainly going to be wild. I mean, Nidalee, Brand, super high AP damage there. Super high AP damage. And also, it's going to kind of shred through those tanks. Maokai and Shin are going to be kind of screwed in fights. Mundo, as we have already seen, is also just really crazily good. At least BOP's Mundo is pretty good. Or was good in that last match. They at least smacked their face into towers. And that did impact impactful things. Heartsteel Bonk's late game just kind of, I don't know. Mundo just because he just like runs at you and like hits you and slows you, and you're just trying to get away, and he's doing like 500 damage in auto while having 10,000 health, and it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. But WOP again do have a situation where they have a good chunk of CCs to both proc Mundo's passive and CC him, so but although last time they had that, it didn't really, I mean, they were able to kill Puff Buff. Puff Buff actually died quite a few times that game, but like the deaths weren't like, they didn't really matter. The kills on a Puff Buff didn't really matter too much. And yeah, overall, I don't know, I'm leaning towards BOP again on this one. But I might be biased because they won the last game. I'm just not too sure that WOP is like, I think WOP's just gonna melt. I think they're just gonna melt. But there's one good way to find that out, and that is to watch the game that this time has no technical difficulties. And we are hopping right in.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So, as you can see, they cooked. And they did lie about Mundo top.
30 seconds.
Because it is Nidalee, Viego, Mundo, Brand, APC, and Ash support. So yeah, they really cooked. And this scoreboard is wrong again. WOP did not cook as much as BOP did. And wowee, as I'm adjusting the scoreboard, MPEG's gonna pick up first blood off of the Shen. It's looking rough. Might I suggest a name change to something cooking themed, because best on paper is starting to look like the best cookers. Oh wait, is it? Oh, it is Brand Maiden. Yes, yes. It is Mundo Ashbot. This is going to be such an annoying lane to play against. I don't even know what the Ashe support meta is anymore. I should take like a quick glance at that because it's so AIDS. Okay, so it is just Bloodsong, Umbral, and then like Axiom, Malignance. What? So is that there's that AP cooking in that build path, huh? You know, I think as an Ashe support, I would just go like Bloodsong, Umbral, Axiom Mark, all good items. That's 3. You got boots 4. So you get like 1. I think you get 1 more item, which you could use as your utility slot for like either anti-heal, anti-shield, because you can build. You're like one of the very few characters that can build Serpent's Fang. So please, if there's a lot of shield, you can build Serpent's Fang. But then in that 6th slot, you're gonna want to watch for Wardstone. Item is so good, and it's slept on so much. Oh, Stoverade dropping low. They're both gonna flash. Stoverade healing is enough to save him, but Viego is nearby. Is Viego gonna go for a flash in and get him? Really bad. Zed is pushing the wave under the tower. A quick auto will take out Stoverade. Granting a quick kill there. Now Cody was tiny, hopping up into the mid lane. Gets the root off, but no hops in. Doesn't have any lethality yet, to be fair, so his damage probably isn't high enough. You know, because he doesn't even have like, you know, a little long sword, doesn't have a Doran's blade, doesn't have anything. Just has that base AD. Stuff and Puff definitely doing a lot to make this lane as annoying as possible. OJ in front of me is feeling the poke, feeling the burn. Best on paper, already going to be starting up their first dragon. And Impex's doing all right for themselves in the top lane. Their 1 kill and death there is, of course, from just the first minute, not from the lane, so nothing too much has happened in the lane yet. Nidalee is getting their work going, getting that Lich Bane ready, which if Pichu plays it right, can be completely countered away, since the Lich Bane is based on your autos. But it's not like Lich Bane's getting procced once every minute. It you get procced a little more than that, so. The Q auto combo on Nidalee can be kind of a crazy lane poke, to be honest. Stuff Buff slowing and chasing down Cool J. Frosted Mini Meeps getting slowed as well. They're checking for any potential ganks. They're gonna spot Stove Raid with the hook shot. Oh, and there's Mini Meeps flashes forward. Cody behind them. Stuff Buff going down. Puff Buff is gonna be next. Kill going over Kaiser. Able to give Hui and Kaiser both a kill off of that gank. And finally punish Puff and Stuff for being pushed up this tower so often.
My prey now.
Wow, I mean, sorry, that just watching that Nidalee perform those pokes there, like with just the Sheen procs, not even Lich Bane, it was big chunks of extra damage, and Nidalee is able to just sustain himself so much. And finally, Pichu is going to go down to Bakasaur. Bakasaur now going in to taunt Cody, using the ult to try and finish them off, but Mpex is going to do the job. Quick double kill for BOP. BOP already starting to gain themselves a pretty good lead. Climbing up to 3k gold. I mean, I guess these teams are playing true to their names. Best on paper, worst on paper. Really bad Zed flashing away there. Stove Raid flashing for the follow. His ult wasn't able to get the kill off. So unfortunately, there's a lot of fruitless efforts on both sides. But ults wasted by both mid laners as well.
Perfect.
We recommend aggressive treatment. We recommend aggressive treatment.
Wait. What are we cooking? Look at Nidalee's build. We have an Iceborne Gauntlet instead of a Lich Bane like I thought we were going to be going for. But we're not going to be able to complain about the builds yet. We're going to have a bit of an engage here. Bakasaur going in, able to finish off Frosted Mini Meeps, Frosted Mini Meeps throughout the ult. Now really bad Zed's going to start doing engage damage by Cody. TP coming down onto Zed's ward. Mpex is now in the back of them. Trying to go in onto Cody, but is going to get taunted away by Pichu. Stove Raid, though, is going to go down. Bakasaur picking up Stove Raid's body, is now going to be doing some big damage. Cody was tiny, is able to find a kill onto the Ashe, but Cody is going to die themselves.
Medicine time!
A lot of kills into both sides there. But overall, BOP gained more out of that as they gained the map pressure to be able to do drag.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Man, the amount of vision control that Best on Paper is picking up here is honestly kind of crazy. It's just like wards everywhere. Cool Jade now using the ult to go in on Puff Buff, able to take him out before the Ignite ticks down all the way. Best on Paper able to pick up 5 grubs here again. Really bad Zed started going in on Pichu to hold them down in place. The Ashe ult comes in to also help keep them in place. Mpex finishing them off. Holy moly, it's 4K gold lead secured. And it's looking rough. It's looking very rough. It's so rough and tough. I don't know what chances WOP has of coming back into this game. There's already a lot of health and armor coming out from everybody. My back is sore, ulting over the wall to get away as the ult from Quay ticks up on him. Cody was tiny, gonna get hit by that spear, but MPEG's not able to deliver enough damage without AP in their build. They will maybe be able to find a kill there off screen, but really bad Zed taking down Pichiku. Looking for Stoverade next, potentially. Cody, meanwhile, doing some jukes in the jungle. Gonna start his back and gonna start his opportunity to get away, but now MPEX is coming in. Cody going in on them, but they just don't have the health, and MPEX will be able to take them out. Really bad Zed able to find his escape, and now Stoverade might have overstepped too far, but they were able to get that kill onto Really Bad Zed, flashing forwards. Now Frosted Mini Meeps here to help protect them. They're able to walk away, getting the brand kill and the escape.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Puff Buff ghosting away, Cool J flashing after them, but they're gonna get exhausted and unable to chase them down. And they just don't quite have the speed and damage to finish any of them off. Stuff Buff is dropped low, but they're gonna be safe. Now MPEG's getting caught a little bit here. The armor on their items not enough to save them. They're gonna get shut down. Gold going into Kai's pocket. Kai's is starting to stack up a little bit of money. I'm not so sure that money is going to be going into the right places. A lot of health and armor on the side of BOP. But if Kaiza goes for sort of mixed build with a like a, I wish I forget what it's called. I almost said Randuin's Great Blade. That's not a thing. Insu's Rage Blade. That's what I'm trying to think of. Ash Arrow coming down. It's gonna stun. Frost and Mini Meeps gonna save Really Bad Zed there. MPEX going in and now hopping out as they lose their health bar. Frost and Mini Meeps finally getting taken out by Really Bad Zed. HQ flashing over the wall there, trying to get away. Their health is going to be burning and taking down. Stuff Buff flashing forward with the W is going to be able to finish them off. Back is Sore now picking up the Shen body. Meanwhile, Puff Buff is just smacking his face into these towers. Every second starting to look like more and more like BOP's game. BOP 3 drags. BOP 6K gold lead. And BOP is just... Mundo doesn't even have his heart steal yet. And Mundo, he's not oppressive, but he is... He's doing his job for smacking his face against towers. What can I say? What can I say? He's doing his job. He's doing his job. Brand went with the Rylai's Rush to do a lot more annoying slowing for the rest of his team to do some damage. I mean, it's weird because his team hasn't even built that much damage. Like, the only person that's really built damage is Viego on the team, but they're still doing so much damage, but clearly WOP might have a little bit of damage there as they find something to go onto there. Pichu unable to block the Ash Arrow, but they are able to taunt Viego for a moment, but they're going to get taken down. Cody hopping around is... We're able to get a shutdown from Cool J onto the Viego. Pichu being a worthy sacrifice there. But will that all matter with Puff Buff just smacking his face down on that tower? He has his heart steal now. He might start collecting some stacks soon.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Puff Puff goes at it again, smacking his face down onto the tower. Kai'Sa has picked up the Ginsu's Rage Blade. Looks like she's going for the Gnasher's Tooth next. If BOP can make it long enough, I think that Kai'Sa can actually just start to, like, absolutely shred through BOP. But right now, Kai'Sa's not going to be doing too much. I think Stack Shiv is like such a bait item. Like, Stack Shiv just is not going to win Kai'Sa the game. It might like win Kai'Sa the lane, but it's not going to win her any fights. Invest on paper, now starting up the Baron. They're going to be able to finish it off. Worst on paper looking to go in and engage. Stuff Buffer, a good bait there for Cody. Cody going down. Back is sore, going in a little bit deep. Their health going low. They might get taken down here. Cool J trying to go in and finish them off, but Cool J's health bar is dropping just as low. Cool J now trying to look and go in on Stuff Buffer, but Stuff Buffer was hit into the bush. Impex takes them down. And now Puff Buffer is here yet again, cutting away. Puff Buffer is just smacking his face into their base.
Blue team's inhibitors have been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Take two of these.
Two inhibs taken by BOP.
Inhibitor has been destroyed.
While they also have Baron, WOP is definitely going to be struggling a lot more at this point. I think BOP just needs to wait like a minute for their super minions to get pushing out. Maybe take this drag, get that soul. It's a decent soul, not a super crazy soul. Puff Puff dropping low here. Will Story and Pichu have the chase for it? No, they will not, even though they have 4 members around. Mundo just goes where he pleases, and he makes that true. He makes sure that stays true. And now Soul for BOP is coming up. If WOP tries to fight this and loses this fight, then they lose the game. So this is a very risky situation. Ash Arrow going to be burned a little bit early onto Cody Was Tiny, but as long as they did enough, this might be the game for BOP. But Cody Was Tiny still alive. But my back is sore. His back is starting to put in the work. Reset after reset after reset. He might not have been getting the kills, but he was getting the resets and soaking up enough damage. Meanwhile, Puff Puff again slapping his face into the base. It goes where he pleases, and where he pleases is your base. Constantly, permanently in your base. Smack, smack, smack. And here goes your Nexus. One big bop, and now we know that BOP truly is the best on paper as they take out who now I guess truly will be the worst on paper. That will be WOP eliminated, with BOP moving forward. And next game, I don't know the date yet, but it'll be IQ Dead Zone versus Hikikomori Havers. And the winner of that will go on to fight BOP, and the loser of that will go on to be eliminated. So it's been a great Monday. Have your Garfield lasagnas and have a great week. Thank you for letting me cast. Thank you for joining the cast. Thank you for being part of the Beer League.